Okay, let's turn to these ratings. Like I said, Axios took the time to do a big, I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, probably not so well. Anyway, what they have on the top is Fox. What they have then is MSNBC, and then they have CNN down at the bottom, but nobody really cares because CNN is really irrelevant right now. So they're looking at the primetime ratings for basically what's happened since Tucker Carlson left the joint. And what you see is that it's been kind of a struggle. I mean, they had like a real plummet after Tucker left, and then they started to kind of plateau. But something interesting happened along the way to the forum, and that would be that the news flow changed and is not so much in their favor anymore. I think a lot of you used to watch Fox. Maybe you used to watch me on Fox. You might have watched Tucker on at Fox. I was on at Fox Business. He was on at Fox, same exact time, 8 o'clock at night. And there's been a lot of change, of course. It's happened at the network. Lou Dobbs was on ahead of me at 7 p.m. Many of you used to watch my friend Dan Bongino on Saturdays. He's not there anymore. Steve Hilton doesn't do his show. Kenny, I mean, there's like a whole slew of things going on. So I think as a result of that, it was like too much change all at once for the viewers. And they're like, wait a second, what is this network? Who is this network? And by the way, they don't really like the candidate that I like. And so as a result of that, and the result of newcomers like Newsmax and frankly, streaming, hello, right? We're right here together. And you can go watch Tucker and you can go watch Bongino and you can watch me and you can select and be more of a voice yourself in terms of your own news that you seek out. Well, that's resulted in some challenges, shall we say, for the network. So as a result, between that opportunity, if you would, for people to sample different content, more content, combined with the reality of a news cycle that maybe Fox doesn't know what side it's on, that starts to actually erode viewership. And so consequently, you're seeing MSNBC like sort of soar. I mean, this is not really good news for them. Look, it'll be a long time coming. Don't get me wrong. I don't love, from an investing standpoint, this particular company unless I think they can really print cash because it's kind of a business that's going away. And that's not just Fox. I mean, that's the entire cable industry. This is a business that is changing dramatically, in part because we're all here together sort of in a 3D universe where I can see your comments. Herbie, I see it, and Susan, and I get it. You're not watching those places anymore. So that's going on. And as a result, I think cable in general is challenged, but specifically Fox because of this sort of betrayal, if you would, of the viewership and people thinking like, wait a second, you had me. And then you didn't. And not only did you not have me, you didn't have Trish's back, and you didn't have Tucker's, and you didn't have Lou's, and you didn't have, you guys are just like, cutting the cord with all your talent. And I think the viewership is like, yeah, we're cutting the cord with you. Thank you very much. So let me share with you, this was really sort of the kick in the pants. And my sort of inside knowledge of the place is that they're kind of freaking out. And they do freak out because they live and die by their ratings. Literally every day. Like they get them at 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they are glued to them. They care desperately about them. And when MSNBC beats them by like 1 million, that hits hard. That hits really hard. This is not good news for them. So here, I'll share with you. MSNBC scored some big wins in the cable news rating to kick off the week as coverage of former President Donald Trump's fourth indictment and a well-timed interview with Hillary Clinton led to an audience surge there on MSNBC. They beat both CNN and Fox News in total viewers in the key 25 to 54 age demographic, bringing in 1.63 million total average day viewers and 210,000 in the demo, edging out 1.52 million total viewers and 180,000 average demo there. But then you go down and you look at primetime, and that's where it like really starts to fall apart. That's where I said, you're getting a million viewership spread. And that's what just terrifies. I kid you not. Fox News and its executives, I kind of think they live and, breathe these things a little too much, if you ask me, frankly. But anyway, MSNBC got 3.1 million. And Fox came in second with 2.2 million. Wow. And then you look at, just Maddow versus Hannity, and you're talking 3.9 million with Maddow's show and 2.4 million with Hannity's. So you may say, it's a one-off. But I go back to this chart, which you can barely see. But you see this chart, if you look at sort of the news, the periods with the Trump indictment coverage, what you see is that Fox just plummets. Because even if they pretend they care and they're upset and this isn't right, nobody believes it. And when you lose the trust, and faith of the viewers, you've lost the whole shebang. So I would suspect that even though they're like, oh, well, we were top last night, whatever. It's not going to stay that way as we go into a news cycle and you have a former president, that might actually be on the stand in Georgia in September of 2024. I mean, like, that's when the bottom's going to fall out from under with Fox News. About time, right? Hey everyone, Trish Regan here. If you enjoyed that clip, please do me the favor of subscribing to the channel. Just hit that little subscribe button right over there. Did I do that right? Not quite, but you know where it is. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you get the alerts, and I'll see you back on the show.